When it comes to fostering a vibrant economy, there is no contest. Trump beats Biden and Harris in a landslide. A lively new book spells out why. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The economy and inflation are uppermost in voters' minds. A new, concise, crisply written book by noted economists Arthur Laffer and Steve Moore, called The Trump Economic Miracle and the Plan to Unleash Prosperity Again, which is available on Amazon, does three big things. First, with charts and straightforward language, it lays out how Donald Trump revved up the languishing U.S. economy when he took office in 2017. The same principles also got things moving again as the COVID emergency receded. The economy was recovering with gusto when Biden-Harris took office. Second, it details how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the far left wrecked it. Finally, the authors outline the ways Trump will get things back on track to achieve the goal of blowout growth rates. After all, growth solves a lot of problems, including the impending crisis in Social Security and Medicare. The evidence is irrefutable. The economy boomed under Trump and slumped under Biden and Harris. The writers used 30 metrics. For instance, middle-class household incomes rose by over $6,000 in real terms when Trump was in the White House. They've fallen some $2,000 with Biden and Harris. Inflation, which still haunts us today, was almost non-existent when Trump left office. Whether it's real take-home pay, gasoline prices, housing affordability, minority poverty rates, you name it, the Trump economy outpaced the Biden-Harris one. In fact, it outpaced the Obama one, which was anemic under President Barack Obama. Key to Trump's success was the historic tax bill of 2017. It slashed the corporate tax from 35%, one of the world's worst, to 21%. Taxes for small businesses were reduced. The standard income tax deduction for individuals was doubled. The perverse, economy-hurting alternative minimum tax, which hit 5 million people and forced millions of others to go through hellish calculations, was virtually eliminated. The book demolishes the hysterical criticisms of these tax cuts. Trump recognized the dead weight of needless, ever-multiplying regulations and attacked them in a way no previous president had done before, achieving great success. This was the equivalent of a major tax cut. The border was secure under Trump. Resources for the military were increased. No wars erupted. When the pandemic hit, COVID vaccines were developed in record time. Production of oil and gas was encouraged and energy independence was achieved. It was ideology and a visceral dislike of Donald Trump, not the COVID crisis, that animated the perverse policies of Biden and Harris that reversed these impressive gains. Government spending went berserk. The Biden-Harris war on energy has reduced potential oil production by 3 to 5 million barrels a day. A tsunami of regulations ensued, and the Biden-Harris regime is attacking almost every modern convenience, not to mention the traditional automobile. The worst inflation in over 40 years slammed the American people. The book goes over what we can expect in a second Trump term. The 2017 tax cuts made permanent and new reductions added, like no taxes on Social Security and tips. There will be a new energy boom. Regulations will be whacked. A merit-based immigration system is likely to be pursued. Out-of-control spending will be hit hard by getting rid of useless programs like green energy boondoggles and massive waste. Elon Musk is champing at the bit to get started here. What makes the book credible is not only the hard data, but also the acknowledgement of where the authors had concerns about some of Trump's approaches, such as on trade. The authors, for example, don't share Trump's antipathy to trade deficits, pointing out they're accompanied by capital flowing into the U.S. economy, thereby strengthening the economy. Using the threat of tariffs to get reductions of trade barriers with other countries, though, can work, the authors acknowledge. Bottom line, we have here a highly useful, enlightening book, perfect as Election Day approaches and a likely Trump transition follows. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.